Hey guys, how are you? I'm still monitoring this. So let me see for a second. I see we have one viewer. Hi. Hey guys, how are you? I'm still monitor. I'm gonna give it a couple more seconds before we actually start. But how are you guys doing? I see we have one viewer. Hi. Hey guys, how are you? I'm gonna give it a couple more. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, hi guys. How are you, MOAs? It's been a while. Like 2 days ago, I did my first live stream. So I'm still getting used to this whole like live stream thing. So I was having some complications, but we're here now, so I'm very happy. Today we're gonna be talking about like how I became a MOA and my journey as a MOA and like how I became a fan of Tomorrow by Together. I will say this stream is gonna be an hour long, so I'm gonna be talking about some other things as well. So I want to give you a rundown on what we'll be talking about. But if you guys have any questions or anything, you guys can just go to the chat and just answer or ask anything, and I'll be there to do that. But yeah, let's get started. So I will be talking about some voting reminders because TXT is gonna perform they perform every year at MAMA, and I think they're nominated. They're nominated for the worldwide fan category. So a lot of MOAs don't really know how to vote. So I was just wondering, like, if I could help you guys, or maybe you guys already know how to vote. But I think for those who don't know, I just want to give you guys a reminder. So I'll show you real quick. So you'll basically have to download an app, and this app is called Mnet Plus. So you can find it on Google Play or Apple Play, and I'll just show you like what it looks like. So it's kind of hard to see, but yeah, just there you go. Yeah, it's Mnet Plus, and I'll show you what it looks like inside of the app. So this will automatically pop up. I know my screen is like it's too bright. So where is it? Yeah, so you can vote for TXT here. It's super easy. You're just required to watch like a 5-second video, or I think it's 10 seconds, honestly. And you can also vote on Spotify. You have to listen to TXT's song in the Mnet playlist, the Mama playlist, and you have to at least listen to 30 seconds in order for it to count as a vote. If not, it won't count as a vote, unfortunately. But we can get more into that in a second. After that, we're gonna do the story time, and like how I became a MOA. And I also want to do like a photo card of the day. I think that'll be fun. Like show you one of my favorite photo cards. Like every live stream, I could show you like a different one. And just like an album, like one of my favorite albums. I think that'll be fun. And we will also be talking about just like any questions that you guys have. If anyone else comes to the stream, I think just having some interaction with you guys would be very fun. So we're just gonna leave it at that. I plan to make a reaction video hopefully next week for TXT's adventure. It was for their free fall promotion. I thought it was a to-do episode, but it's not. So, but I haven't watched it yet, and I haven't seen anyone on YouTube watch it. So I think I should be the first one. But yeah, All right, guys. So let's get started. So how I became a MOA, basically. Um, it's been a while. So it was in 2020. So hmm, before COVID. Like I think like 2 months before COVID. I think it was around December, November, October in that area. That I really got into TXT. So a little bit of background. I'll be honest, I did not care about K-pop at all. Like I I was like, oh, it's not my thing. I was in high school. I just graduated. I was a senior at the time and I was like, it's not my thing. Um, I was more into like rock music, alternative rock. So I was a big fan of the Killers. I don't know if you know them. Like they were my favorite. Like I would listen to songs like the Stokes, I think, the Stokes. I don't know. It's been a while. I've also listened to Modest House, um, The Doors. Like I just liked that type of music, very indie rock type of music. And one day I came across a BTS music, which was I think it was DNA, like on Pandora, because I would listen to a lot of music on Pandora at the time. And I came across it, and it was very beautiful. I was like, wow, this is so pretty. So I guess you can tell by now, like I became an army first, and I'm still army. I consider myself like Mo Army, but I started out as an army, so I was a casual listener, and then I was like, oh my gosh, this song is so good. It's very pretty. Let me listen to another song. I think that was, um, it was covers actually. So I would listen to like Jungkook covers, and I didn't even know he was from BTS, honestly. And I was like, whoa, his songs are cool. Like they're so pretty, and um, like Paper Hearts was a classic, and I also listened to 4 o'clock, which was V and RM, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Like I want to listen to more, and I was very surprised because I'm like, do I like this type of music? I don't know. So I was like, okay, let's give these people a try. And every song and every album, I just kept falling in love with it. And it's very difficult for me to like every song in an album. And BTS really accomplished that. I was like, I respect them. They had my full attention. And then a couple months later, so I got into BTS like in 2020 in January. So I was like 19 or 20 years old. So like 1 year after high school, I was in community college, and that's how I got into them. Uh, and then I watched all the videos of like them going to the US and all that stuff. So I was like, I'm a fan. And I became a casual listener. So I became an army basically. And I just fell in love with them. I had the t-shirt, I had the buttons. Like I was like, I'm army. Like I'm not honestly at first I was kind of embarrassed to like express that side of me. But I think BTS helped me become more expressive and encouraged me to be myself more. So after a couple months, I was like, I had like the BTS pens and all that stuff. And then my brother's best friend, her name is Maria. She got me into the spiral even more. She was showing me all like the photo cards, the albums. So I was exposed to the whole new world of K-pop. I was like, this is so fun. Like, I love this. I love collecting stuff. And I'm like, this is like my alley. And as me and Maria were talking about BTS, she was mentioning, hey, did you hear about this new group called TXT? And I said, no, I don't know who that is. And she was like, oh, they're under Big Hit, which is the same company as TXT. And I was kind of confused because I don't really know how like all that worked at the time, like who's under who. But to put it in like perspective, people were saying like, oh, they're basically just BTS's little brothers. And I said, oh, cool. But I didn't care, honestly. I was like, okay. Um, and to be frank, like, I kind of just, I will call myself out. I was like, they're not BTS. I don't know why I had that attitude back then. I think I was like, BTS this, BTS, like, they're the best. Like, there's no way anyone can top them. And I just had that mindset. So when Maria was like, oh, we have to watch TXT's video. You'll love it. And the first video she showed me was Cat and Dog. And at the time, it was a very catchy song, and I love it today. But I was like, oh, they're adorable, but I don't think I can get into them. Song is super catchy. And they were very adorable. Maria was like, they're so cute. Like BTS's little brothers. If you knew at the time, like that was a huge thing in the K-pop community. So after we did that, we went back to talk about BTS. So, and that was around my birthday, so July. So 6 months after I got into BTS. And then it was around November, October. Yeah, it was October actually. I was scrolling through YouTube and I saw TXT uploaded a new music video. They recently just came out with their second album. And when I saw the views for Runaway, which is their title track, I was like, there's not a lot of views. And, at the time, Crown debuted it with over 15 million views. Whereas Runaway, like, didn't really debut it with a lot of views. And I was just, like, curious. I was like, was it the hype that everybody was trying, like, that died down? So I was curious. I'm like, okay, let me hear the song. And that day, like, changed my life. Runaway, I didn't have any expectations because the only song I've ever listened to was TXT. TXT's Cat and Dog. Oh my god. Hi, Vision. And hi, Marcus. Hey, guys. Welcome to the stream. If you guys want to, like, talk more, please feel free to. But yeah, I'm talking about how I became a MOA and just, like, a story time. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you. What was I saying? So I realized TXT didn't have a lot of views, and I was like, oh, I wonder why. Let me check this music video and see, like, what's going on. And when I heard Runaway, it was probably the best thing I've ever heard in my life. It was a mixture of rock, but like pop. I don't know how to explain it. I think you guys also had the same reaction of like, I've never heard this in like K-pop, because by the time I had listened to some K-pop songs, but TXT were just a whole different genre, and I was like, whoa. I was very impressed. And I kept that song on loop. And I was wondering, like, they came out with a new album. I should check it out to see what it is, to see how it sounds. So I listened to the whole Magic album, and I just fell in love even more. I just was in awe, like how versatile they were. The song that really got me was 20 centimeter, and I saw the live performance, and that's when I realized, like, oh, this is the group, like, I have to listen to. Like, there's no going back. Like, this is, like, the best song ever. And I was listening to Roller Coaster. I was like, what? This is, like, K-pop? And honestly, back then, I don't really consider, like, TXT, like, K-pop now. But back then, that's what I, like, I kind of, like, joined them with. So I was just in shock. And I was like, okay, I'm following them on Twitter. And that's how I got into watching, like, their face cams and all that stuff. And then it was time for the end of the award shows. And when I saw them do the covers of BTS, of for I think Boy in Love, and Replay from Shiny, I was freaking out. I was like, they are so amazing. Oh my god, they sing so beautiful. They look beautiful as well. um, and they have this charisma, this new youth charisma, and I just never seen it before. And I just like I want to get into this group even more. So then I started listening to Crown, and then I listened to their first debut album, and I fell in love with the songs. I'm like, how I don't hate any of these songs. I'm very picky with my music. Like I'm super picky, but they impressed me. Every song they had, I I did not dislike, and that was just like so cool for me. Um, Vision said, "Which member of TXT do you resonate with the most and why?" Oh, thank you, Vision. Um, I would have to say either Subin or Hunikai. I'm an introvert, so I relate to Subin because I just like to. I'm not really talkative as much, so. But I'm also Hunikai because like when I'm with my friends, I have like this laugh, this distinguishable laugh that's super loud, and I also get very hyper, and I like to be silly, but it just depends on who I'm with. So either Subin or Hunikai. But thanks for asking, Vision. Marcus said, "I just listened to TXT. Can't You See Me was so dope. Honestly, it was the best, right? Like it was so good." I'm typing it in the chat. It was so good. Marcus, like, what did you like about TXT? Also, Marcus, um, do you have a favorite member? If you don't know their names, that's fine. But if you like remember what they were wearing or anything, just let me know. I'm very curious. And Vision, do you also have a favorite member? Or Vision, do you have like do you like K-pop or you don't like K-pop? Same for you, Marcus. Do you like K-pop or you don't like K-pop? But yeah, that's how it went. And then I was like, okay, maybe I could listen to like just their covers, and they just did really good. And I was like, okay, I'm like deep down into the music. Do I really want to watch another video about like who they are, their names, their personalities? Because that's just a thing in K-pop. When you get into a group, that's like what fans do. They want to know more about them. That's just like a very like K-pop thing. Whereas like in the Western industry, like in music, let's say I liked it, I'm gonna just do Fifth Harmony or like the Beatles. I wouldn't really take the time to like get to know them as people. I would just be like, oh, I just like their music. But the K-pop industry is more like I want to know more about them. Vision said, I like K-pop, not in the genre, not in the genre, but it's awesome. Yeah, I really appreciate that. Um, K-pop is very versatile nowadays. I don't even know if I want to call it like K-pop, but yeah, that's cool. Vision, do you have what's your favorite like type of genre? I'm curious. But I decided, okay, let's get to know TXT. So I was like, where should I start? And I just watched some like compilation videos of them, and then I saw them like I think you guys know this. They were all sleeping on the same bed. I'm like, that is so adorable. Like they're basically like brothers, and somebody in the comments, I think they were like, oh, you should watch One Dream, which is where they do their first US tour, like right after their debut. So, Marcus said, I love K-pop. Monster X is my favorite, but lots of other OSTs. Yeah, I heard of Monster X. I used to listen to them a lot. Um, I heard they're still like a band, which is like crazy because they've been a band for a while, which is really cool. Marcus, what is your favorite types of genre? Like, I'm curious. I'm really open to anything. Like, um, I think this whole channel, like, I just want to experiment, share my music taste and like TXT's, but I also want to get the people in the comments their insight in music. So, but yeah, after watching One Dream, it just made me like feel even closer to TXT. Um, they're very sweet people and they're very caring, and I really like that. They were just adorable. Just like it kind of like bizarre. It's bizarre like how they are recruited at 8 like 15, 16 years old, even younger, to like the entertainment industry. Like I don't agree with that in my opinion, but it was just like refreshing to see them like just be like regular teenagers um despite going through heavy amounts of training. So I feel like the empathy for them. And they also had the pressure of being BTS's little brothers. Like being 18, if I was 18 and I had to take on that role under the most biggest K-pop people in the world, my anxiety would be at its peak. Vision said, could you see BTS? Could you see BTS? Honestly, I could see BTS and TXT going on tour one day. Um, there's like I don't know, maybe I hope they do. I would go. I would spend all my money. I'm not even joking. Like I would spend all my money. Like I'm already broke as it is going to college. So, but that'll be so fun. Could you imagine? They'll do like covers, maybe, or collaboration. Cause like TXT has like they've done DNA, the cover. They also have done Butter. They done Dynamite. They done a lot of things. I think. I don't know about Butter. I think I forgot. I don't know, but maybe. I hope they do. If they do, we're um all my savings are going into that concert. But yeah, what I was saying earlier was after watching One Dream, I felt bad. I'm not gonna lie, because they have this an amount of pressure being under BTS's the name in general, just like BTS, like that's huge. And they were getting a lot of hate in the beginning because of that. And that's why I felt guilty when I was like, oh, like I don't care about them. Like BTS is like number one. So I felt like I was also part of that problem, which was like I regret, like I take full responsibility. I think I was just being ignorant. Like I was just like, oh, K-pop, like BTS is better. But now I'm just like I'm really open to all types of music, and it doesn't really matter like who's on top, like because everyone is so different. One person can be like, oh, I stan TXT, I also stan this other group and this other group, and that's completely fine. um and I'm at the stage where I'm like, who cares? It's just music, and as long as we like it, we love it. But TXT had to go through an intense amount of like training period, um and the pressure, and you could see it in them. But they are so strong. They keep doing it, and they're perfectionists. And watching One Dream showed me like they're just like kids who are trying like really really hard. And looking at the struggles that they've been through compared to now, it's amazing. So I'm very proud of them, and they've come a long way, which is like it's pretty cool to see. Being a MOA from 2020 to 2023, they started out small, and now look at them. Like, they're huge. They performed at Lollapalooza twice. They had a big world tour that did successfully good. Like, it was like, especially in LA, like that tour was like filled to the max. Um, they just did awesome. Like, and I'm so happy people are starting to realize like who TXT are, because their music is so good. So Marcus said, for K-pop, I like more of the darker emotional songs. So TXT was a cool surprise, but K-pop band. But which K-pop band would you like to see a collab? Okay, so a K-pop band that I would like to see a collab would probably be, mm, let's see. I want to say BTS and TXT because they both make amazing music, but I feel like I should switch it up a little bit. So if I were to be honest, I want to see, has there ever been like a boy group and a girl group together? I don't know. That'd be kind of fun. Um, Maybe like Blue Jeans and TXT. Blue Jeans is like a new girl group. They're very popular right now. But if I were to do a boy group, I would probably do Stray Kids and TXT. I know, like, in the fandom, on Twitter, it gets crazy and there's like a lot of like toxic. But here on YouTube, I feel like everyone is more like accepting of being a multi-stan. So I'm gonna do TXT and Stray Kids because I think they're really good. But but yeah, I'm curious about you guys. Would you guys ever go to a K-pop concert? If you guys would, which K-pop group would you see? But but yeah, so I just became a fan of One Dream and fell into the rabbit hole of getting into TXT even more. And then I came out, my first album, I'll show you guys. My first album from TXT was Eternity. This was my first one. Uh, and this album is so good. So this is my first comeback album. Can't You See Me? Marcus, you were saying earlier, like, it's a bop. It slays. It's so good. I would listen to that song every single day to school, like on loop. But don't do that because loop does not count for streams. But that was before that I knew all that stuff. But Can't You See Me was good. Fairy Shampoo, Drama, like Eternity, it's just like, oh my god, Maids in a Mirror. Don't even get me started on Maids in a Mirror. In my last stream, we were talking about Maids in a Mirror, and I was saying that when I first heard this album, I did not like it. I'm sorry. I know. I hate myself. Like, but after a couple months, it took me a while to get into Maids in a Mirror. And then I looked at the lyrics, and I connected to it more. Because, like, sometimes I struggle in school. Just, like, you know, being away from home was very difficult. And I resonated with the lyrics a lot because I was going through a tough time. I had to change my major. So I felt like all I did in community college was pointless. And now I'm just, like, stuck. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. I was in a slump, basically. So listening to Maze in a Mirror, like, has really helped me push through my struggles. But it's, like, one of my favorites. I love this album. It means a lot to me. But a little bit back on, like, the TXT, I want to give my first impressions as well. So TXT, my first impressions, I'm going to just go with leader to oldest to youngest. So Subin, I'm not gonna lie, I thought he was mean. Let's see. Vision said 100%. I would say band 17. I heard of 17. I heard they're really good. Um, I know my best friend Maria really likes 17. So that's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, there's so many like groups these days. I'm just like I need to like expand my taste a little bit more in K-pop. I haven't listened to 17 a lot, so I want to get into them. But yeah, yeah, I thought Subin was mean. I don't know why. He just looked like he didn't want to talk to anybody. So I was like, oh, he probably doesn't want to like. He was just like, not like mean, but he was like, um, very to himself. That was my first impression of him by photos. Yeonjun, I thought he was just like, I thought he was the leader for some reason, because he looked the oldest, and I always think like oldest must be a leader, but it's not basically. Um, and then, but he was super handsome. He was like the first one. I'm like, whoa, he looks fine. So, Marcus said, I don't think I've seen a boy and girl group together yet. So that would be cool, but Stray Kids and TXT would be awesome. And the concert I would go to would be Monster X. Yay! That's awesome. That would be cool, honestly. Stray Kids and TXT. I want to see how that would go. But yeah, Monster X. Honestly, if they ever come to the US next year, I want to see them. Because I want to get into concerts more. I've only been to one concert in my life. No, actually two. One of my friends, he invited me and my brother to go to Diplo. It's like like a DJ. He's a DJ. And it was, honestly, looking back, it was kind of crazy. I never been to an EDM concert. And I love dubstep. I love EDM. Skrillex. I still stand them today. I still listen to their songs. 2012 me still loves Skrillex. But yeah, my brother's best friend invited me, him, and his other friend from work to go to a Diplo concert. And it was crazy. I think everybody was doing drugs. Everybody was raving. Everybody was drunk. I was 20 or 19 at the time. So, oh my god, Maria's in the chat. Maria's my best friend. Hey, Queen. Maria, we were talking about how one of the best friends that we know, my brother's best friend, took us to a Diplo concert. And people were like doing drugs and drinking. But everybody was having a good time. It was fun. I think it was Halloween day or Halloween weekend. But I just remember my brother jumping in the crowd and he got lost. Like he just like disappeared in the floor. Like boop. So, but it was kind of like scary at the time because it was my first concert. There was a lot of people. I had some anxiety. I was like, whoa, this is new. And it's very different compared to like a K-pop concert. Marcus said that must have been crazy. Yes, Marcus, it was insane. You can, if you ever had the chance to go to an EDM concert, I say you should go because it's really fun, but it's crazy. I will say that it's not for everybody. Compare if you like K-pop. K-pop is a little bit more like it's not chill because like in K-pop we scream a lot. We sing the lyrics like we sing our heart out. But there's not like dancing and like pushing and getting lost in crowd, you know. Maria said, did you say drugs? Yeah, I'm pretty sure people were on drugs. I'm pretty sure. Vision said craziness, right? Like it was insane. Maria said Halloween and drugs, crazy time. Yeah. It was in Charlotte, in North Carolina, so it was like kind of close to where I live, but not too close though. So yeah, in K-pop concerts, you bark, which is, if you're not into K-pop, it may sound weird, but it's a thing. I think TXT started it with their cat and dog song. So Marcus said, adding to the bucket list. Like literally, you should really go to an EDM concert. Diplo, honestly, I forgot his presence was there. Compared to a K-pop concert, the presence of the group is huge. So in Diplo, I was like, I forgot he was there. But the music, good vibes. But in TXT, the whole entire time, I'm like, oh my god, like, are they even real? Like, this is not real. Vision said, if you haven't said already, who's your favorite member of Stray Kids and why? Okay, this might sound really like funny and weird. So my brother is named Felix, but Felix in Stray Kids is my favorite character. Not my character, my favorite member. I'm sorry. I love his voice. It's like so deep, and I love his accent. He has an Australian accent, which he's adorable. I've also like Bang Chang, which is the leader. They're both they're so fine. But yeah, those are my favorite members. Do you have a favorite member, Vision? I'm curious. Or do you, like, even if you don't like K-pop, Vision, like, you're not into it, is there any, like, members that you like? Like, from any group? Or is there one specific K-pop member where you're like, I know who that person is? I'm curious. Marcus said, I've been to a jazz concert, but that was about it. Honestly, I want to go to a jazz concert. Hopefully, by the end, in December, there's going to be a Cowboy Bebop concert where I live, and I'm planning to go with a group of friends of mine. So, that'll be fun. I love Cowboy Bebop. It's an orchestra concert, so it's going to be really interesting to see how that is. Like, we're going to be jamming out to classical music, but like Cowboy Bebop. You know what I mean? So, I'm excited. But yeah, back to what I was saying about first impressions. I'm gonna just go through it really fast. But yeah, Yeonjun, I thought he was a leader. I thought Bamgyu was, I thought he was the youngest at the time. Or I think it was Taehyun. But I could not distinguish Taehyun and Bamgyu at the time. So it took me a while. And I thought Taehyun was I thought he was like more like introverted, but he's actually like very like extroverted, and he's very smart. So I don't know, I just didn't think like he would be like that extroverted. And Unikai, I thought Unikai was like a middle child, not gonna lie. But I never thought I would like fall in love with him as I do now. He's like my favorite. He makes me so happy. He's such like a happy pill. So, but back then I was like, oh, like I never seen someone who was mixed in the K-pop group, so it was very interesting. I was like, oh, he's half American, half Korean. So cool. Felix? No. Who said? Maria said, Felix's voice is deeper than the ocean. It's like 8 octaves lower. You're so right. It doesn't match his face. You know what I mean? It does not match his face. So, I love that though. Deeper than the ocean. Let's see. I'm gonna type in agree. Okay. So yeah, that's how I got into like TXT. That was like basically my story time. Um, and then now I'm a stan. I've been to their concerts. I buy like every single album. All I'm missing is like their debut album, which I hope to plan to get like soon. Not right now because it's pricey. But yeah, I have a lot of their albums. I've also have BTS albums. But yeah. Vision said, "Oh, my apologies. K-pop's awesome. I'm just unfamiliar, but looking them up just now, I would say Felix too. His voice is deep. What the f? I agree. His voice is so deep. Um, my brother also really likes Stray Kids, so we would like me and my brother. We would drive to work. We used to work at the same place, and we would just blast Stray Kids every single morning. It would be like 9 in the morning, and God's Menu would be playing. Super Bowl. My best friend Maria also likes um, Stray Kids as well. But yeah, I I went to the concert with Maria, who's in the chat right now, and my brother Felix, and we went to the concert for TXT, and it was so fun. Like I honestly can't believe we actually went. It felt like a dream, and I'm gonna just say they are the best performers I've ever like. I know they're my first K-pop group, but they sung for almost 3 hours, like barely any breaks, and the crowd like we were screaming and my stomach was hurting. It was insane. Uh, Maria said Super Bowl is a bop. It's a bop. Yeah, I like Item from the new album. They're also having a new title track this week, I think, called La La La. I'm excited. Maria said, felt like a fever dream. I know, right? It kind of felt unreal. I was like so like confused, like why am I here? It's crazy. I feel like if you're a MOA, you have to experience a TXT concert. You have to. If you don't, you're missing out. Like I'm not even lying. Like if they don't come back to the US and they go to like Europe or Mexico, like I might rob a bank and like buy a ticket. Um, Vision said fever dream. Vision, it was literally like crazy. Like it was insane. I don't know how to explain it. It was just like when the concert ended, Marie and my brother, we were just like, it was dead silent. First, we were tired because we were screaming our heads off, but also we're like, what just happened? Like, what the heck? Maria said the crowd was crazy. Everybody was screaming so loud and barking. Yes, everybody was screaming so loud. I never heard a group of people scream in my life like that. And I've been to like soccer games where like a bunch of crowds, but no, TXT was a whole different level, and they were barking too. So if you're new to the K-pop community, barking is a big thing for some reason, but it's fun. It may sound weird, but it's fun. They need to come back. I know, right? Marcus said, "Sounds like a dog park." Literally, it literally sounds like a pound. But Vision said, "Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, it was a really really fun time, and I'm glad like um people are getting more into TXT. So like my brother likes rock, EDM. So we kind of have similar music taste. So at first I'm like, I don't think he'll get into K-pop, but actually like he really likes TXT, which is really cool. And I'm really happy he went with me to the concert cuz I don't know. Like I even me and Maria like even when we're best friends, we've been with TXT for a while. It's just cool like seeing the other perspective of Felix, who's like he's like a casual listener. He's not like a big stan, but he likes TXT. So it was interesting to see. Maria said we were singing Bumblebee and Stray Kids. Oh, Skater Boy, back on the way home. Yeah, we were listening back home. The ride was crazy. I think we were going through post concert depression. I think that's what it's called. Um, we were just kind of going insane because we had to drive 2 hours back, and We were tired. We were hungry. And we were just going insane. And we just started like blasting out like the most weirdest music in the car. And a lot of TXT covers too. So, but yeah. In our hoarse voices, yes. The next day, our voice was gone. It was not there. I never lost my voice before, but that concert ruined me. And the concert was really fun. There was just so many things going on. Because there was like TXT stands. I wanted to take a picture with them, but the line was huge. It was so huge. And I wanted to do so much more, but there were so many things happening I was just like, my main focus was like, let's just sit down and just watch TXT. So I feel like next time they come, I'll be more prepared on what's happening. But they did amazing. Blue Hour, the way they opened the concert up with Blue Hour was so good. But yeah, let's see. Now I gotta go to the next one. Honestly, if you guys want to meet up, that'll be super cool. Just putting it out there. DM me on my Twitter at MOA Diaries. Link in the description. We could probably go. But let's see. Vision said, "Same here. It sounds insane. It was crazy. It was so fun." Like, I'm an introvert. I'm like, I don't want to sing out loud. Like, I'm not that type of person. But that day, I was like, I will sing so ugly, I do not care. Like, TXT's in front of me. I don't care. I'm singing as loud as I want. Maria said he started listening to them when he was driving with us. And now he's a casual listener. Yeah, that's true. I think Maria also got my brother into TXT. So. I also noticed like TXT has a big range, like a diverse audience in terms of like gender. So when we went to the concert, there's a lot of like, I saw a mix of like females and males, which surprised me because in my head I just think like, oh, like maybe it's just like females, but there was like some males, which is like really cool to see. Maria said the lines were crazy to take a picture for their cardboard cutout. Yes, just for their cardboard cutout. The lines were so, it literally like almost went around the whole stadium. Like, and I'm also guilty of like wanting to take a picture because like, I don't know, they just, it's fun. But I would agree, it's like so long. The lines, I think what they should do next time is have 3 stands, like 3 cardboard cutouts. That way the lines wouldn't be so long. Because some people were missing the concert. Some people were missing Blue Hour. And I was like, I'm sorry, but like, you missed the best. You missed a really great part of the show. Maria said the food line was shorter. Yeah, so if you go to a TXT concert, you're more likely to like be in a stadium where they'll have like multiple like food stands. And they're very like, there's multiple, so don't worry about like, oh, like I'm gonna go hungry, I'm gonna miss the show. Like my brother got popcorn, I think, and he was fine. He didn't miss the show. Whereas people who were like in the line for the cardboard cutout, they missed the show for sure because that line was so long. Maria said, I wanted to, but I didn't want to miss the concert. Same. I was really scared because we had the cheapest tickets. I'm sorry. We're broke. So we had the very back seat. And it's super steep. We're also in the middle. So we had to get there first or else we would have been like crossing people and like our bodies would be in front of their face. I don't know. I just don't like it. I'd rather just be where it's empty and then leave when everybody's gone. Because I just don't like walking in front of people. It just makes me uncomfortable. But it was so steep. We were like up here. I don't even know what I'm doing. But we were like right here. The concert was right here. It was crazy. It felt like we were going to fall off. And everybody was standing in the concert. So you know how there's chairs and like you could sit down. But no, everybody was standing. So we were standing up for like 3 hours. chanting, barking, singing all the songs, screaming, crying. Like, it was it was insane. Um, Maria said, "Broke Queens, the seat, they were so steep." Yes, they were so steep. It was. I don't know how we did that, honestly. Because looking back, I'm like, we were so desperate to see TXT. Maria said, "I thought we were going to fall." Yeah, me too. Um, but yeah, I just remember me and Maria's reaction when we first saw TXT. Like when Blue Hour first came up, we were screaming, like we were going insane. Um, I just remember grabbing her hand, like just like pushing her, like they're real. It was insane. And Blue Hour is the best song to open to. Like, I don't know. It was crazy. I just never felt like I was like nervous, happy, kind of confused, like what's happening. I was super confused, like why am I here? Cause to see your like favorite artist in person, it's so strange because like we just have this conception of like, oh, like they're just behind the screen, but they're like real people. Um, like I just after watching that show, I respected them even more. So Maria said, our legs died after that concert. I think we had arthritis because we were standing up for 3 hours. No, even before, like waiting for the line, it was so long to get inside the entrance. We also walked around like downtown. It was insane. But looking back, it was so worth it. And it was like one of the best moments of my life. Yeah, I'm gonna just say that. I'm not even joking, it's the best moment of my life. And it was worth the money, everything. It was worth, because it was like a day before my exam. I'm like, you know what? YOLO. So, Vision said, "Do you think BTS will forever be famous K-pop, like a K-pop band, or could you see Stray Kids surpassing them?" Whoa! before before we delve into that, this is just like a fun thing. So no like toxic. So anybody like who's watching, this is just fun. So please no toxic comments or anything. But I love this question. So honestly, I'll be real. I think BTS, they will be iconic forever. They are just so big in K-pop. International wise, like I just do not see them dying down. They have been a group for 10 years now and they are still going strong, which is crazy. Like I can show you like these magazines, like they're still out there. Like they're in the army and they're still killing it. Also, like they're making history. I think my friend got this for me for my birthday. But yeah, they are making history, and I just don't see them dying anytime soon. They're very big. Stray Kids is also getting very popular as well. I would say like they are well known among the K-pop industry. Like if I ask someone like, "Hey, like what K-pop group have you heard of?" to like maybe like a casual listener or like maybe like not a casual listener, I'm pretty sure they'll say Stray Kids. And on campus, no, Vision, I love this question. I like stepping out of boundaries because like we're all about music here. We're all about like just like having fun. This is not a toxic community. I just want to point that out because sometimes it can be, especially on Twitter, but not here. Okay, we're having fun. Stray Kids, I could also see them being up there with them. They're very popular in the Western, what I've noticed in the Western side. And I think, I'm just be honest, I think because they do speak a little bit more English, there's more content, there's more English content, and that's where a lot of their viewers are, a lot of their like demographic is people who like speak English from what I've noticed, but also like other countries as well. So Maria said he's asking those cancel questions. Honestly, it's not a I I love it. I'm all about open questions, and as long as we're respectful, that's fine. Maria said, I think BTS is more worldwide famous, while Stray Kids is more international famous. Yeah, I also agree as well. Um, which is so cool, you know? But yeah, BTS, they just they just have a different presence. They already established their name already, and they just keep they just keep growing. I hope TXT, what I noticed, is growing. So on campus, when I wear my TXT shirt, I always have at least someone like you went to the concert, like you went to the concert. I'm like, you did, you went to the concert too, and then we like have a conversation, and they're MOAs, from what I noticed on campus, and I live like in the mountains, kind of like in the middle of nowhere, so it's so cool to see that, and they're also very popular like in Latin countries. So I also see them growing as well, and I hope they continue to grow because I'm excited. Um, Maria said, "Oh, exactly, girl. OMG Numuas, right? I'm so happy. I'm so happy that we're growing. So, but yeah, guys, I think that will be the end of my stream. I really want to thank you guys so much for participating. I really appreciate your time, and it means a lot to me. So it just made the stream even more fun. And I'm gonna be posting more on my original on my channel. Basically, I haven't posted like an original video. I've just been doing live streams a lot. So hopefully by this week I could upload my video. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I'm thinking of probably making the streams into actual videos and just shortening them, so it won't be like this long. But yeah, guys, follow me on my social media. On Twitter, it's MOA Diaries. On TikTok, I'm gonna be uploading some videos there. And if you guys want to shout out your socials in the live chat, that'll be cool. We could like follow each other, and just keep in touch. If you have any other recommendation videos in the comments, please recommend, because I sometimes don't know what to recommend, like what to watch sometimes. But Vision said, "Great job." Thank you, Vision. I really appreciate your questions. They were so interesting. You spiced the stream up. Marie said, "Great stream. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it." It's okay if you missed most of it. I'm gonna be uploading the stream. So on my channel, on the videos, it won't show, but if you click on the live tab, it will show. Marcus did fire sign. Thank you so much, Marcus. I hope you go to a EDM concert soon. But yeah, thank you guys. I also want to say, like, if you want to subscribe, sorry. If you want to subscribe, you can. If you don't, it's fine. But if you do subscribe, you will be given a notification of like when I'll be posting my streams and my videos and all that type of stuff. But yeah, guys, that's the end of the stream. So I hope you guys had a great time, and yeah, I will see you guys later. So thank you, guys.